Third trimester, baby. Let's go!
Chat with you guys about how my pregnancy is going. So far I've gained 24 pounds. I am really feeling pregnant, let me tell you. So here's a little Q&A while I work on these DIY crafts for Christmas. Ah, that's my hand! That's my hand! Today is my 28th week prenatal appointment, and that involves taking a glucose test an hour before my appointment, which is right now. I have to drink this glucose lemonade thing. I opted for the more natural version. It has non-GMO dextrose, crystallized lemon, and organic peppermint. Curtis is nice enough to have prepped some ice cold water for me.
See right here, it's got 100% of your daily value of sugar.
Yeah, and we wonder why people get sick taking this
test. That's great, but it makes for an accurate test.
Because we have to see basically how my body reacts.
Yeah.
It's at least not the glycola.
Yeah, it's not the weird hospital, God knows what.
All right, I have 5 minutes to drink this.
It's gonna be sweet.
If this is super sweet, I need to stop having desserts.
It's not that sweet?
No. Yeah, it tastes like a watered down lemonade. I can definitely do this. All done!
Good job.
All right, we just made it to my midwife's office.
Yes, ma'am.
It's been like 30 minutes since I drank the liquid. My stomach hurts a little bit, but other than that, I'm okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah. We did the test!
Yes.
Got like 3 or 4 vials of blood taken.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I'm able to withstand that by just not looking. I feel okay. I was feeling a little queasy there, but honestly, I feel like using the bathroom for the urine test and then getting my blood drawn, like, now I feel fine, which is weird. Like, usually you would think that you would feel sick after getting your blood drawn, but I feel fine.
Nice.
We will find out in a few days how that test went, and yeah, we got to see the baby.
Mm-hmm.
He's so cute.
And he's getting so big.
Yeah.
We get to see his little face. We'll insert a video of it here. We get to see his little face and his little eyes and his little lips and nose and his feet.
Yeah. And he's head down.
Yeah.
We're good. Everything's looking good. I'm measuring on time, and so far I've gained 24 pounds for the pregnancy. I mean, I'm in month 7, so it makes sense why none of my clothes are fitting, because I've gained 24 pounds.
Yeah. Well.
Now I start seeing my midwife every 2 weeks.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and then a month out we have our at-home visit, and we meet every week, which is wild. Yeah, we're really getting close here.
Yeah. Third trimester, baby. Let's go!
The skirt. Wow, it's huge. It's bigger than your face now. I am really feeling pregnant, let me tell you. We are well into December now, and I've done some decorating, but there's a few more projects that I want to do, and I figured I could work on them while I chat with you guys about how my pregnancy is going and give you some updates. We'll see how much we get done. So here's a little Q&A while I work on these DIY crafts for Christmas. Question number 1, how am I feeling? Like how's my pregnancy going? I feel like I've had a super easy pregnancy. I was expecting morning sickness, throwing up all the time, discomfort, just kind of like an unenjoyable experience. I have been super blessed. I don't know if it's because I'm having a boy and that's just easier on you, or because of my health, or just my predisposition to have a nice pregnancy. I have only thrown up twice, 3 times if you count food poisoning, and those 2 times were not because of morning sickness. It was only because I have a hard time taking pills. I have really large tonsils, and so I have to push them down my throat, and pretty much every time it makes me gag. That's just something that I get to deal with. I will take gagging when I take prenatals over morning sickness any day. First trimester, I did get a little bit of cramping before I knew I was pregnant, which I think that just helps your body be like, hey, something's going on in there. Hello, be careful, be gentle. I had in second trimester some pelvic pain. This was more like pain from my uterus expanding, the muscles down there moving, as well as my hips moving. And so I had a little bit of pain. I would just kind of like sit down at work and eat and I would be okay. Have I had any cravings or aversions? I don't think I've had any like weird out of the norm cravings. It's more that I just miss food that I can't have right now. I used to eat sushi and charcuterie all the time. Those were like staples in my diet. I would have it every week, and I would have a kombucha every day. I would get to drink wine. I work at a wine restaurant. And so it's more like I miss those things than am I like wanting something specific. My husband would probably tell you that I've been craving sesame chicken, but that's just my favorite food. And so he gets it for me. I think Curtis has done a great job of taking care of me, making sure I'm taking the best supplements and eating really well. I have a steak almost every day, which is so funny because I'm not really a steak person. It's not like a craving for pregnancy. It's just that I know the baby needs it, and so I'm eating it. If you have any questions about like what you should eat or supplements you should take while being pregnant, I recommend the book Real Food for Pregnancy by Lily Nichols. That's been a good book. I'm really enjoying that read. But just reading like chapter 2, like I didn't even get deep into it and I was like, oh wow, this makes so much sense. And it was actually really encouraging because it made me realize that a lot of the foods I've been eating were because my body needed it. I'll do a video where I go a little bit more in depth. Maybe I'll like vlog my day and show what I'm eating and drinking and doing. Next question, how long am I planning to keep working? And what are my plans for after birth? I am planning on continuing to work basically until my water breaks. My mom and my grandma, both when they were pregnant, so like my grandma pregnant with my mom pregnant with me, when they were pregnant, they worked at a restaurant basically until their water broke. So I'm expecting that I will be able to do the same thing, but if my body just needs me to not be working 6 to 8 hour shifts a day, I'm gonna have grace for myself and I'm going to take off work. Now, as far as maternity leave, I'm actually planning on retiring. I do not plan to go back to work after giving birth. Curtis and I are both on the same page, willing to sacrifice and go down to one income. When I married Curtis, I told him that I want to be a stay-at-home mom. I want to raise my kids. I don't want a babysitter to raise them. I don't want them to be on an iPad at a daycare or school. I want to homeschool. It doesn't make sense for me personally to go to work just so I can afford a daycare. I want to parent my own kids. I'd rather sacrifice sacrifice my lifestyle a little bit, learn how to live on one income as a family, and give my children a higher quality of life. Curtis, he is gonna take a paternity leave. We are unsure right now how long that will be. I think we're kind of just gonna play it by ear and see how much help I have from my family and our community. Right now we're thinking it'll be like 2 weeks, but we have it in the budget for him to take off a whole month, 2 months if he needs or wants. I know that it's been Curtis's dream since he was a kid to be a dad, and I don't want him to have to rush off to work for money and miss the bliss of the newborn stage. I want him to be able to enjoy that season too. And so we're unsure. We're just gonna kind of see how he feels. It all just kind of depends. I think he might take off until his April work trip. While staying at home and becoming a full-time mom, full-time homemaker, I plan to start my own business, like an online shop with Etsy or Shopify, whatever, and be able to make things at home that I can sell. I, of course, want to make YouTube videos. If this turns into a business, that's amazing. It's my hope that I would be able to do something at home while homeschooling and taking care of the kids that contributes to our household. I was reading Proverbs 31 the other day, and that woman is basically exactly what I want to do. She made money sewing and had enough profit to buy a field and plant a vineyard. That's literally my dream. I recently have gotten into sewing, and I'm going to be doing a 12 days of Christmas sewing challenge that I will start posting tomorrow. Next month, I'm going to be planning and throwing my baby shower with the help of my family. If I had gone off like when people usually have their baby shower, I'd be having it this month around Christmas. I decided to have it in January and make it kind of like a combined party with my 30th birthday. Stay tuned for lots of content regarding planning a baby shower, making crafts, designing stuff, building stuff, throwing it. I'm so excited. I think it's going to be super fun. I had a lot of fun with the gender reveal that I did, and that was just for my family, like a small party for my family. So I'm really excited for the baby shower. I want to do a video on our baby registry. We do have a baby registry. I'm doing something a little bit unconventional with it. I'll leave the links to it down below if you want to check it out. And I'm going to make some videos in the future about like what's on our registry as a first-time mom. Why did I decide to do that route? Why did I pick this over that, and why didn't I put this on there, and those kinds of things. So if you're interested, that'll be a video coming out in January. I also want to do kind of like a haul video, as cringy as that sounds. I figured out how to answer the question of, how are we designing the nursery? Are we ready? Did we get everything we need? So we have actually opted to not have a nursery for our firstborn. Let me explain. We live in a 2-bedroom apartment. It doesn't make sense to give up our guest room and my sewing studio, crafting studio for our baby when he isn't even gonna be old enough to appreciate it. For the first year of his life, he's gonna live in our bedroom. It makes more sense that we just have the stuff that he needs in our bedroom. There are people all around the world who have babies without nurseries, and they do just fine. So I'm not at all worried. I believe that we'll make whatever we have work. I'm trying to go minimal with all the baby stuff because it really seems like an easy way to overconsume. I would rather spend money on experiences and rent than have a super beautiful nursery with the expensive crib and decor that doesn't even matter in the grand scheme of things. Now, if we were in a different place financially where we could afford to have a 3-bedroom house and all of the things, then it might be a different discussion. But where we are right now, it just doesn't make sense to spend the time, money, and effort. Now, don't get me wrong, just because we're not planning on having a nursery doesn't mean I don't have nesting urges, because your girl is definitely nesting. I've gotten so many projects done around the house, and I'm planning on doing so many more. I'm gonna do a separate video, of course, about the different things that I'm nesting and what I still have to do. So stay tuned for that if you're interested. Next question, how am I preparing for birth and postpartum? We have a midwife who I love and I'm very excited to give birth with. In January, I'll post a video about the books I've read and my daily routine preparing for birth, because honestly, it's not until another month or two that I really have to start physically preparing, besides like eating well now. There's a bunch of exercises and stretches and things like that that I'll be incorporating as I get closer to birth. A lot of the stuff starts now at 28 weeks, but some doesn't start until 32, 37. I'll be able to really start implementing stuff come January. So last question I'm going to answer today is, how many kids do we want? I have always wanted 5 kids. It's my favorite number. My birthday's on the 5th. I'm the oldest of 5, and I just really liked the dynamic of having 5 kids growing up. We all fit in one car. We just needed a really big car. Curtis, when we first got together, he was like, whoa, 5 is a lot. Like, how about we have 2, we have 3, we see where we're at, we see how we like it, do we want more? But ironically enough, he's the one who wants more kids now. I feel like his paternal instincts have kicked in or something, and he's like, yes, we must multiply so much. He now tells everybody that we're gonna have 8 kids when they ask how many we want. And that just seems like a lot to me, but Curtis and I are both on the same page that we want however many kids God gives us. And if God gives us 3, he gave us 3, and that's what we're going to steward and take care of. If he wants us to have a whole small short bus load of children, then he'll give that to us, and he'll give us the grace to take care of that many kids and also the finances. Now, I'm just happy and blessed to be able to be pregnant. And so I don't want to take that for granted. I don't want to assume that it's going to be easy every single time we're trying for kids. I trust God to give us however many kids we're supposed to have. He already has that number ordained. He already knows the names of our kids. He already knows like the kind of things that they're gonna like to do, if they like sports, if they like art, if they like crafts. He already knows all of that, and I trust that God will lead us to however many we're supposed to have. That's all the questions I'm going to answer today. If you guys have any other questions, leave them in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys want to know, what you guys want to see from me. Again, I just want to mention that tomorrow I'm starting a 12 days of sewing challenge where I make 12 different projects and I'm posting the videos, making them 12 days in a row for 12 days of Christmas. We'll see if I can't learn how to sew by the end of the year. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.